everybody, welcome back to Phones and Drones. There's been so much coverage on Samsung's devices, on foldables, and I have to take a step back and finally go over my review of the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra. You can see this is the transparent edition and definitely one of the most gorgeous phones around. Obviously, the transparency on the back is not all legit for the circuits you see, but the design on this and the look is really a sight to see. And I'm definitely wanting to go over it a little bit with you guys today. So for those of you that don't know, that didn't see the unboxing video, this is Xiaomi's anniversary edition. It's a 10th anniversary from 2010 to 2020. The box even says so on it itself, and it's pretty cool. Moving on to the specs on this device though, you're gonna get that awesome 6.67 inch 1080p panel with that hole punch design. You're gonna get a 48 megapixel primary shooting lens on the back. You're gonna get 8 to 16 gigs of RAM, depending on the model you get, with the Snapdragon 865 processor. You're gonna get a 4500 milliamp hour battery. You're gonna get 5G capabilities, and then you're gonna get all of the 120 they like to talk about. The number for this phone is 120. It's a 120 hertz panel, 120x zoom, and a 120 watt fast charging. That is insane. That's wired fast charging, and then they have 55 watt wireless fast charging as well, which is just ridiculous. You can actually get a full charge on this phone in about 25 minutes from empty. No phone that I'm aware of actually charges that fast yet out in the market. This obviously is a Chinese exclusive phone. There is no global ROM even on it. However, I've been using it on my T-Mobile network and on Project Fi or Google Fi, whatever you want to call it, and I've had no issues with 4G LTE in the States. So if you guys are looking at picking one up, keep that in mind. It is an opportunity. It is available. But aside from that side note, you are going to be able to get that amazing camera setup with that quad cam on the back that got rated in DxOMark's highest camera rating out there. You're going to have that main 48 megapixel f1.9. You're going to have another 48 megapixel periscope telephoto. You're going to have a 12 megapixel telephoto camera, and you're going to have a 20 megapixel ultra wide angle camera on the back of this. So you can shoot 8K on this video at 24 frames per second. I have nothing personally here to even vouch for how that 8K quality looks. I'm sure it looks just the same that Samsung's is. It has, I believe, one of the same sensors in there, but I'm not 100% positive on that. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are more familiar with that. Aside from that, you are getting that hole punch selfie camera that we talked about. That is a 20 megapixel sensor that does cap out at 1080p, 30 frames per second. Stereo speakers, you are going to get that 6.7 inch OLED display on the top that you've seen with that 120 hertz refresh rate. It does have about a 80 nit brightness. That's typical. It has a boosted sunlight mode as well, but I wouldn't expect too much more than that. It's not going to hit that 1000 nits like some other devices do. But having said that, I will throw up a couple camera samples here for you guys as well to take a look at. Everything operating on this device is phenomenal. If you guys haven't seen those super wallpapers here, I'll give you a quick glance at what it does. And then as soon as you actually unlock the device, zooms right in. Very cool, something no other device has. These super wallpapers are actually really neat. But aside from that, interactions on the device have been smooth. Gaming has been exactly what you would expect. The processor is that 865. It's not the 865 Plus, so it is not the newest, but definitely by no means a slouch. It is a 2020 processor nonetheless. One surprising bit of information for you guys that are familiar with China ROMs. Usually, especially Xiaomi phones, do not allow a launcher change. The global ROMs do. Xiaomi, especially on, I believe this is MIUI, let's take a look. I think it's 12. So yeah, MIUI 12. Usually, I hope you guys can see that. Usually, you cannot change the launcher. However, as you guys can see here, this is not the stock launcher I'm using, and it works perfectly fine. This is Launch Air V2, not an issue. So, if you guys are worried about it, if you wanted to import one, works perfectly fine. Don't even worry about it. Camera samples, like I said, the Camera has been phenomenal. I've had no issues with this at all. Game performance, phenomenal as well. I have had a couple of random hiccups with the Chinese software and the little side-scrolling action you have on the lock screen. Nothing out of control. You can see how it kind of just lags and delays there, but aside from not being able to turn off this little, almost like Google Now feed on that home lock screen, everything's been phenomenal. Nothing has not worked. I'm receiving all of my notifications. Took a little bit of time to actually get those turned on and activated because of how substantially irritating the battery management life is, or system is on this. But nonetheless, it works perfectly well. Keep that in mind. Also, speaking of battery life, on that 4,500 milliamp hour battery, I've had no issues getting through a solid day of usage with about 6.5 hours of screen on time. That's TikTok, videos, text messaging, light gaming, and just really browsing the web. No issues at all. Keep that in mind. But when you do need to top off, included in the box is that 120 watt fast charger that we talked about. That is just phenomenal. 5 minutes will get you about 20% plus of charge. That's awesome to have. If you have one of these around too, Xiaomi is also selling the 55 watt wireless charger. Does have that built-in fan. It is actually quieter than like OnePlus's solution, and obviously charges quite a bit faster. I really do like the look of this. It's not too bulky, and it's also adjustable too, where you can pull this piece off at the bottom and fit other devices on as well to actually line up with the coils on here. But that's just here. Wanted to let you guys see that. The refresh rate, this panel looks amazing. It actually, I think, gives Samsung a run for its money. There has been no issues with it. It's very soft and smooth and fluent. The colors look very true to life and accurate. I've literally had no problem with this, guys. For the value of this device, you're looking at a sub $1,000 flagship phone that has features that flagship $1,000 plus phones don't have. So if you're willing to put a little bit of time in, get those adjustments for that display, and get those really just get those notifications turned on that would be a normal hindrance for a Chinese device imported in the States, you're good to go. Get this baby. I'll throw a link up to the description. Let me know what you guys think. I think they hit a home run with this. There's 3 colors. There is that transparent black and a really good looking silver metallic almost, it looks like. I personally love this transparent, if you can't tell. I waited purposely just to be able to get my hands on this, and I'm not disappointed. I will throw up those camera samples like I said throughout this video. Let me know what else you want to see. If you have any other comparisons you want to see this done with, Note 20 Ultra versus Mi 10 Ultra, I'll be happy to do that for you guys as well. But for now, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel, thumbs up this video, comment down below if there's something you want to see specifically. Thanks for watching. Peace.